Hello everyone, I'm RB. Welcome to my video discussing, recapping and reviewing Love Island All-Stars. This episode has a crisis talk, a very chaotic kiss, also it's decision time for the bombshells, and there's a performance from Jason Derulo. However, we'll get back to this in more detail as now to the start of the episode. Ekin and Ronnie chat. She's crying to Ronnie. He says Curtis told him about having some trust for the outside. He's very nice with her. Meanwhile, Curtis and Danielle chat. He feels Ekin's being very over. Danielle feels like Curtis wants to get to know her more. He says she's not wrong. Rude? This is the guy that wants Ekin to trust him. Be real, Curtis. He doesn't look to care at all about Ekin. Then Ekin chats to the girls. Elma says Curtis is a bit of a coward. They don't know the half of it. However, Luca feels Curtis is not doing anything wrong. Ekin says she told Curtis she's falling for him. Luca said it was wrong to say he's closed when he wasn't. The girls back her. Meanwhile, Luca and Ekin chat, and she cries. Everyone can see that she's upset. Luca said Curtis feels she's not being her, that she's being scared. She said this is her. She likes Curtis. Luca feels that what they have is special. Then Ronnie and Curtis chat. He lets her know Ekin was crying, that she was really upset. Ronnie says he tried to reassure her. He feels it wasn't nice seeing Ekin that way. At least he has a heart. Curtis doesn't appear to. Then Scott and Curtis chat. Scott says Danielle is very him. Meanwhile, Gabby and Casey and Ekin chat. She feels Curtis needs to be honest. Ekin said she wants to know if it's over. Curtis hears and tells Gabby to mind her business, basically. Ekin asks Curtis, does he want to get to know Danielle? He stays quiet. Awkward. Then Ekin and Curtis chat. She says she's confused. He said he's not going to say anything now. He will chat tomorrow. She feels he will end things. He tells her not everything's about her. He feels she's not been 100% authentic. Has he? She feels he's judging her. She feels it's an insult. He says they need to talk on a level head. The Islanders are watching on closely. She said she doesn't know what to do. He said he looks into everything. She suddenly kisses him. The villa applaud this. It's very chaotic. Danielle shakes her head. Ekin and Curtis hug. What's going on? What was that? Ekin's dissolved it. To be honest, nice for them. Meanwhile, the villa chat. They don't know what's going on either. They find it weird. Everyone calls it weird. Curtis doesn't say if it's resolved. The girls feel it's all Curtis. He has an issue. It's morning time with the squinty eyes and the sunglasses. Danielle wants to know what's going on with Curtis. Sammy says it was the most dramatic kiss ever. Sammy feels it's nice with Elma. He's ready for a tea run. Nice change from coffee. He brings in a nice tea for her. Meanwhile, Ronnie's making breakfast for Harriet. Then Curtis talks to the boys. He says Danielle is great. He said Ekin and him have something deep. He felt the girls were chatting too much. He said he does like Ekin. Then Danielle chats to Gabby. She feels Curtis is not her priority. She feels Curtis is basically scared of Ekin. More like Curtis's priority is not her. She feels she will concentrate on Ron. Meanwhile, Ekin chats to the girls. She feels she needs to trust Curtis. She was jealous. Elma says what Luca said. If Curtis's head's turned for 3 conversations, then he was never for her. Curtis brings Ekin breakfast. She's happy. Curtis and Ekin chat. She apologized, as does he. She feels her emotions got the better of her. It's because she likes him. He's enjoying the fiery side. He said she doesn't scare him. Curtis feels the girls were lying to Ekin. He said Danielle is lovely, but he wants to concentrate on her. Then Ronnie brings the breakfast for Harriet. She loves it. Sweet, but like Elma said, they could have done this outside. Meanwhile, Casey and Luca chat. They feel if it hasn't worked, it's for a reason for Ronnie and Harriet. Meanwhile, Ron and Danielle chat. She feels Curtis was not clear. She says she also wants to get to know him. Then Sammy and Elma chat. He knows what he wants. It's her. They'd like to share a bed. They feel it's been needed from when they met. She feels it's easy with him. Meanwhile, Curtis and Danielle chat. She approached him. He feels sorry for her. She says he needs to make his mind up. He felt it was blown out of proportion with Ekin. He didn't betray the trust. She says it's nice with her and Ron. She feels it's intense to pull Curtis. Okay, well, don't pull him then. Curtis chats to the boys. Curtis has not said it's closed off. He said he's concentrating on Ekin, basically. A text comes. A VIP performance from American superstar Jason Derulo. They're all buzzing. Jason is serenading the Islanders. They love it. He gives his jacket to Catherine. He kisses her hand. Never wash it, Catherine. With his moves, Curtis looks like he needs a doctor. Then Ekin chats to the girls. She says Curtis told her he wants to concentrate on her. However, she doesn't know how the chat went with Danielle. The girls said to believe Curtis, basically. Then the boys chat to Curtis. They ask, will he talk to Danielle? He says, no one can tell him who he can talk to. He said he'll respect emotions. He can talk to anyone. What? When closed off? Meanwhile, Danielle and Gabby chat. She feels he's not closed off. Gabby feels he wants to keep everyone happy. Danielle feels Curtis is a forbidden fruit. Then Ekin and Curtis chat. She asks of the Danielle chat. He didn't say he wouldn't chat to Danielle. Ekin's not happy with this. She feels he would have told her to not have her hopes up. He said if Danielle pulls him for a chat, he will chat to her. He will get to know her. However, not romantically. He said he will tell Danielle this. Is he being misleading? But what's your opinions? Is Curtis being misleading? Comment below, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Danielle and Gabby chat. Gabby feels Curtis is not closed off, that he's being sneaky with his wording basically. Danielle feels Curtis is trying to catch his eye. More text comes. Gather around the fire pit immediately. Danielle and Sammy. As the newest arrivals, you now have a big decision to make. You must steal a boy and a girl of your choice to couple up with. Sammy steals Elma, obviously. Danielle steals Curtis. No way! Oh, crumbs. Ekin looks to be livid. It's tense. The girls feel it's on Curtis as he needed to shut it down. Ekin said she's going. Will she? Really would be the sequel to the Amy debacle. From my point of view, the episode was an 8 out of 10. There was Jason Derulo, and Ekin and Curtis's coupling was getting back on track. However, now Danielle has stolen Curtis. What does this mean for him and Ekin? Also, it will be interesting to watch how this plays out. But what's your opinions? What did you think of the episode? Comment below. Thank you for watching. Catch you for the next episode.